business end of the challenge night. This is the first of 5 challenge nights that'll be happening around Malaysia over the next year. Anthony Suntai is in the commentary box to be with me for the first 6 fights. And, hey, you can't call any favoritism here, Anthony.
No, I can't, but of course, when you talk about the Philippines are one of those 3 countries that we talked about. We're in actually Silat really, was able to really flourish.
Well,
and
I mean,
we're going to see what Palomar can come up with here.
There are so many fighting forms that have come out of the Philippines anyway, and so many fighters as well. Kali being possibly the most dramatic that we've seen. That was influenced by Silat. A lot of people may not have known that. But a big fight tradition when it comes to the Philippines, and I'm sure he's going to be fighting for his country here.
Well, all the time you have these Filipinos coming in, they fight till the very end.
GeneviCvsALWINKINCAI getting his pat down.
Now he's going to get that headscarf.
Again, the elders are called in. Some of the most distinguished names in the Malaysian sporting community and the Malaysian Silat community have joined us here tonight. And they're more than happy to tie these headscarves around foreign fighters as well.
I think this next fight we're about to witness has all the makings of a classic.
Yeah,
the Philippines really up against Indonesia. These are 2 countries steeped in tradition in Silat.
Now, one thing I have to ask, of course, the Philippines with such a massive population advantage in terms of creating a pool of talent to pull from, how many of those people follow martial arts and follow Silat?
That's a very, very good question, because, you know, boxing is a very big sport as far as the Filipino public is concerned. And so, you know, Silat might just be one of those sports that can actually take the mantle away from boxing eventually. And so, again, a platform like this can only just help Silat.
Yeah, very true. Now, ALWINKINCAI is the 3rd of those Indonesian fighters we were talking about. Muay Thai Bali 2009 champion, Lindu 2006 champion. And he's going to be looking at the exploits of Awan in that last match that we watched, which was just one-sided to say the least, and hoping to come up with the goods against GeneviCvsALWINKINCAI here, who's just flexing his muscles in the ring already. This is another middleweight class fight, so 83.9 kilograms is the weight class. We've been going all the way up since, well, atom weight with the ladies. That was 47 kilograms. So, as I said, it might not seem much when you see the statistics, but if you add another 40 kilograms of force behind these punches, you can understand why some of them have been ending quite quickly. We've seen some really clean connections tonight.
Definitely, and most of the fights have been really exciting. They have delivered. Actually, you know, in fairness to the very first fight that we've had here today, that was, I think, really more nerves than anything else, because they were really ushering in the night.
And I think the rest of the fighters had a look at that and thought, you know what, I'm going to up the ante a little bit.
They set the standard, so to speak. They set the bar, and then everybody else just made sure that they were able to clear it.
So this fight number 7, that's the tail of the tape there. Look at that, absolutely bang on height. That, you're right, is the old weight class. We don't actually take into those stats the amount they've had, but look at the achievements that they've both had. They've both already come out. One of them's a Kyokushin karate exponent. I mean, but as we said earlier, it's whether you can actually find the space and time in Silat to start using these moves to their maximum potential.
This is shaping up to be an explosive encounter.
It looks like it could be quite heavy-handed indeed. Now both fighters will be called on to do their 8 steps of Silat by Andre Muris, who has exactly done that right now.
White corner.
Yep, I agree with you, Anthony. I look at both of these fighters right in the eye and you start thinking to yourself, this could go anywhere.
This might just be the most explosive fight of the night. And as you can see there,
look at this.
Both of them showing very powerful 8 steps.
Very powerful 8 steps, very powerful jurors, and they're both here and mean business.
This just might be the fight wherein you cannot blink. As we once again take a look at our referee, Andre Muris.
Now, just wondering if, based on Awan's success with those haymakers in the last fight, if Alwin comes out with those.
And it looks like both these individuals can throw those big punches. And it looks like both these fighters are going to go for that home run.
First round.
Question is how quickly they're going to do it. Here's round 1. 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
Quickly.
Look at that from Alwin. Wow. He's down already. Alwin landing some proper hits.
And Andre comes in and says, when I say stop, you've got to stop, because they were actually already outside of the ring.
That's right, that's right.
Nice big punches by both these individuals, Genevic and Alwin.
Look at that. It's toe-to-toe. Genevic hits again and again. He's landed maybe 4 or 5 clean cuts now to the head.
Yes, Alwin had the better of those exchanges. One of the few kicks thrown here. And they go back to the fists.
Oh, look at that. Genevic is all over him. He's trying to force him down, getting him into position.
Falls into the guard here of Alwin. He's holding on to one of the limbs to make sure that they're not stood up.
And that's his perfect position for him to rain down those punches. It's worked well for a lot of fighters already. Andre calls a stop to all the grappling on the ground. 10 seconds is the rule. And again, if a fighter has all 4 limbs on the ground, then his opponent is only allowed 1 extra hit. But if any of those limbs isn't on the ground, then it's free reign.
And again, they move out of the ring area, and Andre reminding them, make sure you stay inside the white area.
Both favoring boxing postures right now. That's the first little bit of front kicking we've seen from Genevic. He's been going straight for the face.
Genevic has actually been the only fighter here that has gone with the kicks. Again,
oh, look, another
trying
heavy.
to go to exclusively their fists, looking for the takedown. A while ago was Alwin.
Well, only 1 minute left in this round, but already we've seen some heavy hits landed to the face for both opponents.
Looking for the trip.
That's what we were talking about, those slight moves that change the angle of position and the weight balance.
And again, trying to look for the takedown here is Alwin. Nice defense shown here by Genevic.
That's exactly how you defend the power takedown.
Can Genevic look for the choke here?
And the first bit of Muay Thai there, you just saw a little bit of a knee coming up. 25 seconds left. Now, Genevic just trying to find a new strategy. Still looking to land those big rights of his.
Andre says, separate and go at it once again.
10 seconds left. Genevic trying to push his opponent's weight against him. It works. Lands a big right.
And both these individuals were going for home run punches.
Yeah, definitely. They wanted that ended quickly. And to be honest, they both hit. They both connected really cleanly as well.
That grazing right from Alwin. Dex Palomar. But Palomar comes back strongly.
Yeah, look at that.
That was a fairly even round.
Almost in time with the music, you see the replays of how heavy those punches were. And credit to both fighters, when they got into the grapples, neither of them wanted to give any way at all. Wanted to keep their positions. We get to round 2.
And even when they got to the yellow portion of the ring, they just wanted to keep at it. Andre had to keep reminding them, when you get out of the white portion, you've got to stop.
Yeah. There's been no time for jabbing, no front jabs. We've seen is all been roundhouses, really.
And again, just like our first round ended,
Great
both of them
move.
going at it.
Great move from Genevic. Oh, brilliant. Look at that, toe-to-toe, throwing the hugest punches. 83 kilograms of weight coming behind those.
And now catching their second wind here.
Had to happen.
Eventually, huh?
Yeah, eventually.
That's
Another
a nice
big right.
by Palomar.
Now, he's been out the ring a couple of times now, but I wonder if those big rights that Palomar has been landing is going to make the difference.
I'm quite surprised that Palomar was trying to go for a takedown there after landing that big right. He lands another big one.
He's looking for his spot now. You can see he just wants to unleash that right every single opportunity he gets.
Alwin
Well,
being
Alwin's caught
very
with the left
wild,
there.
but he came up with a big shot there. Thought about going with the legs, but
Gets hit again on the
thought
right.
otherwise. Another big right by Palomar.
Palomar is finding great reach with that right. He knows exactly where to put it. And look at the left side of Awan's face, already puffed up. It's only round 2.
It's looked like target practice here. There's another
It's
big right. And a left
Hits
jab,
him
and
with a
another
left
right,
jab
and a left.
right. It's a combo. And there you go. There's actually, he couldn't take it anymore. You can't see this on the screen right now. We'll have a look at that. That is what happens if SILAT is, there's a massive cut that's opened up under his left eye, and I think that's why Andre's called the fight.
Well, he was just taking too much punishment, as you can see there. Pinpoint accuracy, watch this.
Bang, look at that.
And then the left will come in.
The left will come in as well. There, and then there. And that's what really put him on his, at this point his guard was all down. And Genevic
I think it was about 4 or 5 straight punches, and
yeah.
referee Andre said enough is enough.
Well, I think it's when that cut opened up under the left eye that he knew that with the kind of defense that was coming, that strong performance from Genevic Palomar. And the Philippine flag makes its appearance at one SILAT.
And the lone Filipino fighter
Yep, has made his mark.
comes up with an exceptional victory here.
It was good to see a switch to the punches as well. We've seen a lot of takedowns, we've seen a lot of side kicks, a lot of front kicks, but that was good, precise combos. He knew exactly what he was going to do. As soon as he opened up that left side, there was only one place he was going.
And at the same time, the accuracy was the real key to victory here.
Yeah.
He hardly missed on any of those punches, especially here in the second round.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems like Alwin doesn't even have enough energy to get back into the ring.
He might not be able to see the ring at this point. Credit to both fighters for fighting, but really the shot that you should have seen, which you didn't see on the cameras, was straight after he was knocked down. It was almost, Alwin was shaking his head going, I've had enough. His gum shield was out, he was like, that's it, it's all over. And that's how quickly, as Anthony was saying, the best plans of these fighters demolished in 6 minutes, in under 6 minutes.
There was actually a gallant stand put up here by Alwinkincai.
Yeah.
But in the end, tremendous accuracy here from Genevic Palomar earns him the victory.
So interesting to note that of the 3 Indonesian fighters that are on the card, just one, Awan, came out with the explosive force that we were thinking. The other 2 had very good fights, but were taken down by more astute and more accurate opponents. And this will be a proud moment for Genevic and a proud moment for the Philippines as well. Said 20 different fighters, like 11 different nations, all of them looking to make their mark in SILAT. Or actually, you could say pay their tribute to SILAT, because that's what it is.